Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Antonimo Bay. And just keep going through comics. 45 long boxes and all. Still picking stuff out. I pulled out a lot of duplicates at different times. This time I kind of passed on it, but one book that I do have a lot of is Pitt #1. I keep finding them all over in here. Just find with me the Pitt Build-A-Figures from Marvel Legendary Heroes is one of my probably top 10 action figures of all time. I'm actually working on a list, no promises, of my top 10 action figures of all time. And Pitt Build-A-Figure is probably on there. We'll have to see if I can ever finish this list, because holy cow, that is hard. Anyway, back to comics. Pitt is Pitt #1. Is a pretty common book. I've seen a lot of them. Pitt #5 I have never seen. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen any other issues of Pitt other than Pitt #1. So I don't know if the comic was not like horrendously well received or what. But I know I've seen a lot of #1. I haven't seen a lot of the others. So maybe they just made a lot. It's one book I have a lot of, is what I'm saying. So, but I wasn't going to drag them all out this time. I did come up with a copy of Meridian. This is a customer review copy, which I thought was weird. I have a lot of cross-gen comics. I wouldn't say I'm a wild fan of them. I mean, I've read a few. I've read like Sojourn and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. I love their art style. Their art is great, and the books are very well made. So I'll always take a cross-gen comic for the right price. And this is, of course, the right price. And I've never seen anything that was customer review copies. But I have a couple of each. So I thought that was really odd. Wanted to throw that out there. I mean, Diamond pre-order, call Diamond Comics. Probably I'll just call them and tell them that they suck now, But still, I'm impressed at this because customer review copy is something I've never seen or even heard of until I saw these. I got an issue of Rising Stars #8. It was probably just stuck to the back because here is another customer review copies of Scion #1. And these are all like review. I don't understand how these work. If these are weird or special or valuable or people are looking for them, somebody let me know. Or if you know what these are, were they free? Did you hand them out? Did you loan them to people? Did people stand in the store and read them? I have no idea how these worked. But if you know, let me know, because that's just weird. I have an issue of Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shell of the Dragon. I don't know what this is. I think it's just a color special. I don't think it's any it's not in the original line or run. I think it's like a one-off. But I'm intrigued by it. It looks kind of primitive. It's still got them all in the red bandanas, which I actually love that look for them. And I got an Eagle Comics Judge Dredd Crime Files #1. I love Judge Dredd comics. Eagle Comics kind of gross me out sometimes. They got a creepy vibe to them. But the original Judge Dredd movie sucked. The movie Dredd is awesome. Absolutely amazing. And I remember this cover. I can't remember if Wizard ran an ad with it or what. But to me, this is like super iconic Judge Dredd. And it's #1. And I'm just thrilled to have it because for some reason this cover... like I said, I can't remember if Wizard used this in an ad or if maybe Overstreet had this as one of their page splashes. But I remember it and it's burned into my brain. And so I'm very glad to have that particular issue. Very excited by that. Little things like that can thrill me. They don't have to be valuable. I've told you there's tons of Image stuff. And I've told you that I do love some of Rob Liefeld's early stuff. And this is a book I've actually looked for separately in different times. So to have a whole bunch of them in a box, I will take it. I think I got 3 or 4 issues of that. And I got Riptide #1. And I know I have several issues of that. Yes, Rob can't draw women anatomy that great sometimes. But it doesn't matter. I thought these covers were great. The character Riptide, color scheme, outfit design, everything was just pretty cool. And I was pulling through and getting rid of a lot of Cyberforce, but I have a thing for Velocity. So I snagged a couple of the good Velocity covers that I'm just like, you know what, I'm keeping those because she's just cool looking. Cyberforce number 32. Cyberforce number 23. Obviously, this is a perfect example of Velocity. I love her costume design, the white face, the red hair. They very similar to like a Malibu Comics Siren. I absolutely love that color scheme, and so of course I'm going to pull those out. I'm going to save those. Cyberforce number 24. I love that, so of course I'm going to keep that. And I do, like I said, I have several issues of some of these. So Cyberforce 23, yeah, that's cool enough. I would pin that to my wall. That'd be fine. Image Comics Turtles number 2. Looks like they're meeting up with Elektra, but you know they can't actually meet up with Elektra. Here's another character design, and I guess it's probably for the same reasons. The pale face, color paint markings on the face, the red hair, purple hair, whatever. I didn't notice until I looked at them. There's a lot of similarities to this design, but something about it works for me. It intrigues me. So yes, Vogue is another character that I was excited to find a few more issues of. I think I've only seen I've seen this one. I haven't seen this variant cover. Another Liefeld cover. Whatever he's got going on there. Who knows? And issue number 2. I've seen 1 and 2. Hadn't seen this variant. But I got issue 3 finally. I've never seen issue 3, so I was very pleased to get a couple copies of issue 3. And it kind of makes me wonder, why don't we have a Vogue figure? There was a lot of McFarlane characters and stuff in early Image that never got a figure that, you know, even though it's kind of old hat, would be awesome. A Velocity figure would be awesome. And that's why I've got more issues of Velocity. I've had number 1. I have several issues, but I've never seen any more than number 1. So getting 2 and 3, very thrilled about that. I don't know why there's an issue of Team Youngblood in here. These must have just been stuck with it. But I've got a bunch of Youngblood stuff. I don't understand the difference between Youngblood, Team Youngblood, and there's so damn many like Youngblood titles. The covers, I have to confess, do look pretty cool, but it just leaves this kind of like, what the hell is this taste in my mouth? Because I don't even know what line is what. There were so many different, like there was a mini series, and I don't know which ones are those, or which one's the regular series. So they're all just a mess. This comic is still factory sealed. And look at there. There's a Sentinel card in there. Still sealed from the factory. How nuts is that? It's exciting though. Another Team Youngblood. Team Youngblood. Okay, that's actually a pretty damn cool cover of Team Youngblood. Except for what the hell is with his feet? Rob, what are you talking about? This is like Sam Keith size feet. This foot is as long as his entire arm or longer. What are you thinking? Especially because isn't this the same guy? And didn't you draw his feet like miserably small and almost non-existent because Rob Liefeld doesn't know how to draw feet? Essentially, I mean, look at Vogue's foot back here. Is this even a foot? It's just kind of like a pointed toenail. But yeah, he goes from like no feet to whatever in the fuck that is. Look at that. This foot is as big as the whole other person. So there. That's why people make fun of you, Rob. Even though we loved your work and you helped define the 90s. Stupid shit like this is why people still make fun of you today. It doesn't help that there's like 15, 16 copies of everything that you ever did laying everywhere in every single comic book any of us ever go. So, you know, that's probably why people still give you a hard time and hassle you for your shit. You go from bad feet to like whatever in the hell this is. It's just crazy. Anyway, all that aside, I'm very thrilled to have these. You know I am. I love comic books. I'm a comic book guy. So to have this many comics of stuff that I didn't think I was ever going to have, I'm very thrilled by it. I'm very excited by it. I am going to pop back here and stick something better. Yeah, we'll go with Cyberforce. We'll go with Vogue. There we go. Two of my more favorite image looking gals. So anyway, that's pretty much my story. I'm going to keep burning through these piles and boxes of comics. Hope you guys like these videos. Give me a like. That's my story. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.